Hi everyone, welcome to Group Piano 1 for non-music majors 1608. I hope you all are having a good start to the fall semester, notwithstanding the current circumstances. My name is Megan Speed. I'm the group piano coordinator here at the School of Music, and I am one of the instructors for this class, and the other is Mr. Evan Watkins, who you will all be getting to meet very soon. So in this video, I'm just going to be going over the syllabus, our Canvas page, and kind of just some overall details about the class structure and the things that you need to know. So we'll go ahead and jump right in and take a look at the syllabus. A quick note, I'm going to show you the Canvas page in just a second. But if you're having problems looking at anything on Canvas, some of the documents are showing, if you click on it, that the preview is not available. Don't worry about that. All you have to do is double click the actual hyperlink and it will download the file. So they're all available. Some of them are just not showing up as a preview, but you can just download all of the documents, and I would recommend you do that. So if you want to look along with the syllabus, all you have to do is download that from Canvas. So here we have both my email and Mr. Watkins' email there. So I basically created a majority of the content that you'll be interacting with this semester. So I'll be on the video lessons that you guys watch. And then Evan will be grading your assignments and having the bi-weekly individual meetings with you all. So you're welcome to email either one of us with questions, and we'll both be involved with the class. So this class is fully online, and all of your assignments will be completed asynchronously. The only thing that you have that's sort of a live obligation are the bi-weekly individual meetings with the instructor. And those will be individually scheduled, so you'll get to choose a time that works for you on a bi-weekly schedule. And you will need to attend those meetings and be at a piano live during that time. But everything else is completed at your own pace each week. Our office hours are individually scheduled. Again, you're welcome to meet with either me or Mr. Watkins. And you just contact either one of us if you would like to meet. So the objectives of our course are for you to learn to play piano, learn a little bit about the mechanisms of note and rhythm reading, learn a little bit about music theory, and learn a little bit about some great piano music, and you'll have some opportunities for all of that. So our class structure is a little bit different than things that we've done in the past, but actually gives you guys a lot of opportunities for one-on-one attention with the instructor and some really exciting content for you guys to get to work and complete. So our class structure will consist of 4 main components, and each week's components and assignments are found in the weekly module of Canvas and will be due weekly. So I'm going to show you the Canvas page in just a second, but it is very, very important that you log on to Canvas right away and take a look at our course. You will need to be looking at this course on Canvas every day, every couple days, at least, several times every week. So if you are not a huge fan of using Canvas, you're going to have to become a huge fan of using Canvas, because that's going to be very, very important that you're looking at everything that we have available for you, and all of the content that you need to complete your assignments is already available in the weekly modules. So in each week's module, which is labeled, the first document that you'll find is your weekly path document. And this is your Bible for the week. It shows you all of the assignments and all of the materials that you have and the order that you should complete them. And it will show you which assignments are for a grade, which assignments are not for a grade. And it will, if you follow that, you'll be good to go. You'll get everything done that you need to each week. So you will have a couple of things in each of those weekly modules. You'll have a graded weekly video assignment. So each week you'll have some components from our textbook to turn in as a YouTube video. You could also use like Vimeo or do like a Zoom cloud recording. You just have to upload it to like a video website like that. You can't upload just like a raw file. You have to have it on you have to be able to submit a link. So these assignments will include include primarily songs from your textbook, as well as a few extra activities that we'll be providing for you on Canvas in our weekly units. And our exams, we have a 5-week exam, a 10-week exam, and a final. They are going to follow the exact same structure as the weekly assignments. There's just going to be a little bit more content, but I wanted to make sure that it was very consistent from week to week, so you're not really having to do anything crazy different for the exams. If you're doing your weekly assignments, you should have no problem doing the exams. And each of the weekly video assignments will be due on Sunday night at midnight, leading into the next week. And they are due then, so you have to complete it at that time. I know that some online courses are self-paced. This one is not self-paced. You have to turn it in when it says it's due. You'll also have a couple of, I call them on-paper assignments. It's not on paper. You'll just have a couple of music theory exercises or some other written assignments that you'll turn into Canvas in the form of like a scan or a screenshot or a photo or something like that. And so some of these will be online activities that you'll submit a screenshot of your progress. Some of them will be worksheets from the book that you'll just take a photo or a scan of and turn in, but you'll have a couple of those things. You'll also have some content and activities each week that are available for you but will not be graded. And that will be listed in the weekly path document, everything that is also provided in the unit that is for you to complete, but that will not be part of a graded assignment. And so then the last component is the biweekly individual meetings with the instructor. So you will be meeting with Mr. Watkins on alternating weeks, excluding the 5-week exam, 10-week exam, and the week of the project. So you'll each get a total of 6 individual meetings of about 10 to 20 minutes in length. And this will sort of be a mini private lesson. If any of you took piano lessons as a kid or an adult, this will be kind of like what that is. It'll be an opportunity for you to ask questions and hear feedback from your instructor. You won't necessarily be like performing your assignment. So it's not like you're just going to perform for your instructor and get your weekly assignment grade. You can go over and get feedback. You know, they might give you a couple of extra things to practice or show you some new things. But it'll just be a mini lesson in addition to the other things that you're working on. And your grade for these meetings will be based on your attendance. And your attendance, you need to be at a keyboard of some kind when you're doing this meeting. That way you are able to actually participate in everything. These will be individually scheduled with the instructor. So Mr. Watkins will already probably have sent out a little form just getting your schedule so that you guys can choose a time that works for you to meet bi-weekly. So you'll either be in Group A or Group B, and this just gives you the little schedule of the meetings. The A and B is completely arbitrary. It just matters whether you meet on week 1 or week 2, and you can see how the schedule flows out from there. So again, you'll be getting all that information from Mr. Watkins very soon. In addition to all the other things, we do have a semester project, and it's going to be due at the end of Thanksgiving break, so that's at the end of week 13 before we get into week 14. And this will be a partner project, and you guys will have the details of that are already available on Canvas, and you guys will get paired up at the 5-week exam. So the required materials, you need to have a copy of Adult Piano Adventures by Faber, all-in-one course book 1. You can get an ebook version of this if you want. It's probably easier for you to purchase a physical copy. That way you can mark in the book things that, are important for you to remember, go through and just, again, put in various markings, and then also to fill all the theory pages. But if you find that you can use an ebook just fine, go for it. The book is not expensive either way. I think it's $15. So it's not that there's a huge difference in price between the ebook and the physical copy. You'll probably want some headphones, and you will also need daily access to your piano or keyboard with at least, it says here 67. This is the specs that were given to us by the piano department, but I think that they might mean 61, because pianos typically come in 88, 76, and 61 keys. So I'm assuming that they mean 61. If you have a keyboard with at least 61 keys, you should be just fine. And the ideal situation would be for you to have an instrument of your own. If you happen to have, like a very close family member or neighbor or something like that, where you know for sure that for the rest of the semester, no matter what happens, you will have access to that keyboard. Maybe using somebody else's would be fine, but you want to make sure that you are guaranteed that you will have daily access, or at least, 5 times a week or whatever, to that keyboard. So, going over the breakdown of your grades a little bit, a lot of your grades is just turning in your assignments and meeting with your instructor when you are scheduled to meet with them. So 35% is just those weekly assignments that are submitted to Canvas, and then 15% is your biweekly individual meetings with the instructor. And again, those are really just graded on your attendance. Like if you showed up and you were just like asleep or extremely like rude or something, you might not get your full attendance points for that week. But really, if you're just there, you're awake, you're at a piano, you will get your full points for being at that meeting. And then 10% for the 5-week exam, 10% for the 10-week exam, and 15% for the final exam. And again, really all of those exams are super similar to the assignments that you'll be doing each week. So those shouldn't be horrible, like much more difficult than what you're doing on a weekly basis. And then 10% is the semester project. So the sort of way that the grades will also work is that absolutely no work will be accepted late. You will, however, 2 of your weekly assignment grades will be dropped. I think that is incredibly generous. That you get 2 whole weeks that basically you don't have to do crap. But you cannot turn in assignments late. Once it's late, 10 minutes late, it's a 0. But you get 2 drop grades. So a little bit aggressive on one side and then very relaxed on the other. So it creates a nice middle point. So this is really more for your benefit than everything with an online class, even though you will be meeting with the instructor. Getting into a good weekly rhythm of turning in your work, figuring out a good practice schedule is really, really important. And a lot of times, if we give you the opportunity to say, oh, you know what, you can try, it will be fine. You know what, it's not our fault that you take that opportunity and then you get yourself in a kerfuffle and you have 5 weeks to do and, it's just not good. So if we go ahead and set up at the very beginning that this is the structure, you do this every week, I feel like that consistency is very helpful. So if there is, an extreme emergency, you will need to document that to either get an extension for an exam or a project, or, if you have like more than 2 drops, or if you have more than 2, zeros or very low grades on your weekly assignments, because this class is online, because it's very flexible, all of this content has been available since the beginning of the semester. So you could work on the final exam on August 25th if you wanted to. Because of that, you need to have documentation of like a significant emergency. If there is something that is late for like exam or project or something like that. So just know that policy is going to be pretty rigid about those things. And same thing with if you're going to be absent from the individual meeting with your instructor, you're going to need to provide documentation of illness or conflict. And a failure to notify your instructor of the absence will result in lowering of your attendance grade. And also, the instructor is not obligated to reschedule or make up the individual meetings. Again, that is up to Mr. Watkins, and he may choose to offer you a makeup lesson if you were absent for a particular lesson. If you had an excuse, he might choose to make that up. But he is a very busy grad student as well. So he's not obligated to make up those meetings with you. So if you miss a lesson, you're not necessarily going to get one, even if your attendance is excused. So something to be aware of. So a couple of classroom policies. You need to check your email and Canvas every single day. You need to be very comfortable navigating our Canvas page, and you need to be aware of all of the due dates, class assignments, and announcements, and all of that stuff. So not checking your email or not checking Canvas is not a good reason to lose points on an assignment. It's not a good reason to not submit an assignment. It's a bad reason. It is I will not be very sympathetic if you're like, oh, I just didn't know, because all this stuff has been available to you. And if you have a question, just ask. And about asking, if you have questions or concerns about an assignment, be sure to email your instructor days, not hours or minutes, before the assignment is due. And your instructor, both me and Mr. Watkins, are not obligated to answer emails that you send at 3 o'clock in the morning saying that you're not going to turn in your assignment that day. So you need to be on top of that. And then, again, like I mentioned before, for your one-on-one meetings, you need to be on time. You need to have the video and audio of your Zoom meeting turned on and be present at a keyboard, and make sure that you have your materials and your textbook with you. And if you need help outside of class, or you feel like you're really struggling, just contact either one of us and we're happy to help you. As always, if you anticipate any barriers related to the format or requirements of the course, or if you have any medical information that you need to share with me, or special arrangements that need to be made, please, contact the Disability Center, and you can get accommodations for the class. And again, so if you ever have any problems with the supervising instructor, you can contact me. Make sure that you are going to, so essentially you should be going to Mr. Watkins with most of your questions about things, and he'll turn to me if he has further questions based on that. But if you are having any particular issues, feel free to talk to me as well. So now we'll go ahead and shift over and take a look at the Canvas page so you can see exactly what we will have on here. So when you go to the home page for our class, you should see right here, you can go to home, has everything, or you can go right to modules, and that works too. So you can see here, we have in the fall 2020 module, you have this minor 5-finger patterns thing. You don't have to worry about that right now. You have the project info sheet, and then you have these semester video assignments. So this is what I talked about. If you click on this, it doesn't say, it says the document is being processed. Please try again later. That's a lie. Just double click this. You don't even have to double click, you just have to click it once, and it will download. And we open it, and it opens up. So let me just pull that up so you can see it. So this is the semester video assignments. This is also on the actual assignment tab. It shows you when you click on like week 1 assignment, it shows you all of this right here, but you can also look at it directly from this document as well. So let's navigate back over to Canvas really quick. So if you go to the modules right here, you can see all of the information. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly path document for week 1, just to give you an example. So it does the same thing. It's saying that it's not popping up, and I don't really know why. So you just click it and it'll download for you. So this is your weekly path document. So it has my email, Niven's email, and then we have, it's just showing you the little key here. So GA is a graded assignment, UGC is ungraded content. You don't need to do anything for this step, but please complete the content of the exercise. So it says right here that you're going to watch the syllabus video. This is the syllabus video. You're already watching it. You already did step 1. Look at you. And so then you're going to watch the week 1 class video found in the week 1 module. That is being uploaded as we speak. So when you log back on, you should see, when you log on for yourself, you'll see that video right there at the top of the module. And this is a video. It's going to be me at the piano going through all of the assignments that you have in your book each week. Feel free to complete these videos in multiple days and multiple chunks. The first couple of weeks are the longest videos because it's going through some very basic things. So for those first couple of weeks, you can skip through things if you need to. I'm going through every page. That way, in case somebody's confused about something, it's there. But for those first couple of weeks, videos are really long and they go through in a lot of detail, some of the very basic stuff at the beginning. You may not need to watch that whole thing all the way through, and that is totally fine. You watch what is helpful for you. And in terms of the video as well, if there's ever anything in the video that is not present, you know, something that you'd like to see in more detail, or you'd like to hear it slowed down, or just one hand alone, again, feel free to reach out to either me or Mr. Watkins, and we can make a little video for you or meet with you and show you something specific. So I try to be fairly comprehensive with the videos, but also keep them, you know, I don't want the videos to be like 2 hours long or something crazy. I want them to be a reasonable length for you to be able to watch. But again, if there's something that's not in there that you would like to see, feel free to just let me know. So then choose step 3, you're going to watch a couple of videos about some rhythm reading for that week, and that'll again show you that that's ungraded content, and you'll see those links. It'll show you exactly, okay, that's in the module. Then you'll go through and there's the week 1 sight reading rhythm exercises practice. Again, that's ungraded. So then it will show you how to complete the week 1 written assignment. So it'll show you exactly what it is that you need to do to submit, and all of those steps right there. And then it will have you film and submit the week 1 video assignment. And the details for that are found in the week 1 video assignment tab, as well as the semester assignments document. So you can find the details for that in several different places. And if we go ahead, and I'll just go ahead and move that from there. So we go ahead and just navigate back to the module over here. You can see all these tabs right here. So it shows you the week 1 video assignment. And again, it will show you exactly what it is that you need to turn in. And then same thing, you can see here, we have the week 1 written assignments. And you'll be submitting the screenshots, PDFs, or scans of the work that you had for the week 1 written assignment. A couple of extra things. So in some of the subsequent weeks, you'll have a little listening playlist. This again, it will be an ungraded assignment, but you'll have a little YouTube playlist with a short bio of a particular composer and then some of their great works. So if you're interested in just getting to know a little bit more about some piano music, you can go ahead and take a look at those playlists, and I think that you'll really enjoy that. And then each week just has a couple of things like that, and then there's no bonus listening playlists or anything like that on the weeks that we have the exams or the project. And the final project goes in week 13, and you can go ahead and read the information about that one, and you guys will get paired up for that. So that is basically what we have there. Will also be each week, you'll just get a little reminder announcement saying, this is week 2, do week 2, just to keep you on track, you know, just so that you are kind of thinking about what you have going on. So just be sure to look in those announcements because there might be some additional information, but basically each week there will be an announcement just going out to let you know that this is this week. Go ahead and do that content. So again, if there's anything that I didn't go over in this video that you're confused about, please feel free to reach out to me. You guys should be hearing from Mr. Watkins very soon to go ahead and get your individual meetings scheduled. And in the meantime, go ahead and get to work on your assignments, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning piano and you're able to make a lot of progress. The great thing about the video assignments also is that you get to look back on where you were at the beginning of the semester, and then at the end, and you have a little video scrapbook of your progress throughout. So with all of that, I will let you guys get to it. I hope to be in contact with you again throughout the semester, but happy practicing and good luck and have a great semester.